The Other Side of the Door is the latest horror film that asks that question, what lies beyond our world? A mother loses her little boy in a tragic accident. In order to make contact with him, she opens a door to another world, the supernatural. And of course, things don't go quite as planned. We wouldn't have a horror film, would we? Well, joining me right now is one of the stars of The Other Side of the Door, Jeremy Sisto. Jeremy, hi, greetings from Las Vegas.
Hey, Jeff.
All right, Jeremy, you coming to Vegas soon? You going to come visit us?
I try to make it only once a year, so I still got another 6 months before my Vegas trip.
Well, don't worry, we'll wait for you. Okay, we'll wait. You come whenever you're ready.
I know you will.
So, Jeremy, on The Other Side of the Door, you play the father of a family that's had a great tragedy. You lost a son.
Yeah. Me and my wife, we lost our son in a car accident. We live in India, and yeah, that's the beginning of our story. And so it's kind of about the grief that follows, and the costs you'll pay to see that child again. My wife learns of a temple that it is rumored that you can speak to the dead, so she goes and she talks to our son on the other side of a door. But she is told not to open the door, no matter how badly she wants to hold her child, but she does not listen and brings that spirit back. And he starts haunting the family. At first, it's a positive thing for her. She gets to read stories to her kid, but eventually the spirit becomes dark, being caught between two worlds. And my wife has to kind of go to lengths that are even worse to try to save her family, what's left of it.
So it sounds like your wife literally opened Pandora's box and she released this evil upon the world.
Yeah, it's not even as much on the world as it is on her own family. It's a very personal kind of struggle. The spirit of the son comes back, but then he's becomes jealous of the living child, his sister, who can actually hold their parents and be there, and so he goes inside her, whatever that's called when ghosts go inside her, and it goes bad quickly. But there's a really interesting quality in the movie where at times you're not sure if you should be rooting for what's going on to be happening, or you should be screaming at the screen to warn the mother that she's making mistakes.
So some of the past horror films we've had over the last 5-10 years have been from Japan, England, even one shot in Paris's catacombs. But this one, The Other Side of the Door, is set in India. That had to be really different, really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I think what Johannes Roberts did, the writer-director, was pretty unique and interesting. It sort of it creates a mythology that's based in different various religious aspects of Indian life and Indian history, and so there's some really haunting visual elements to the movie, and I think that's really the kind of I think it really gets under your skin. This kind of these images are things that stay with you because of that. They have a feeling of being images that have been around forever. So I think they're pretty deep in that way.
So Jeremy, the movie was set in India and uses Indian culture and mythology, but was it important to actually go there to shoot the film?
Yeah, no, it's unlike anywhere else that I've been as far as just aesthetically. It's very unique. It's very textured. They don't have, in Mumbai it seems, they don't have any desire to wipe the slate clean. They like the feeling of the landscape being covered in the dust of the past. And in America there tends to be more of an excitement about making things look clean and new.
So have you had a chance to see this movie with an audience? Because, there's nothing more rewarding for an actor to hear people scream and jump out of their seat.
No, unfortunately, I just saw it on a little screen, my name etched across it so that I wouldn't show anyone else. One of the upsides of doing a horror film, you can definitely feel their response to the film.
All right, Jeremy, tell everyone in Las Vegas and all over YouTube to go see The Other Side of the Door.
Everybody in Las Vegas, please go see The Other Side of the Door, March 4th, theaters everywhere.
All right, Jeremy, good luck with the movie, and come visit us in Las Vegas soon.
All right, man, I'll be there. Take care.
All right, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. Also, check out my podcast on iTunes. And if you like what you see, please comment below, thumbs up, and subscribe. I'm Jeffrey K. Howard. I'll see you next time.